Oh, guys, there's been two amazing setups. And it's the kind of thing that makes you like, it just makes you jealous. Like, you wish you were just on the charts when both of these happened. The two that I'm looking at is just very obvious AMD twice in a row. And obviously, if we were on the charts at the time, it would just be easy. And this is where it just comes down to, honestly, guys, just watching the chart. Like, we don't even need to. We don't even need to analyze. If I'm being completely honest, over analyzing the chart, honestly, probably holds us back. Because all we need to do is just look at the chart and wait. Unfortunately, it really is that simple. And yeah. Hey, what up, Kirk? What I was just getting at is it almost just makes you upset how at the end of the day, all you really have to do is wait. All you really have to do is wait. And there's actually, in trading, there's actually not really much analysis that's needed at all. You really just have to wait. Because the setups will just show up. And yeah, the dodgy way. And honestly, I think this has basically been my issue from the very beginning is I'm a very analytical person. I like to analyze everything and I like to try and smart my way into what the answer to the next place we're going to go is. And exactly. And at the end of the day, it's like all you really have to do is wait. Because the setups kind of just show up. Like, once again, accumulation, manipulation, distribution, 5 minute change of state, accumulation, they just show up. What up, Opa? And so, I'm sorry that I'm late, guys, but I'm working on it. I'm working on getting better. But at the end of the day, this is really all trading is just waiting. And every single time I get into the mindset of, I feel like I'm gonna analyze the market. I'm gonna figure out where it's gonna go next. It's always when I start to go wrong because the market just essentially it's just a waiting game until the setup shows up, and then you just execute. And unfortunately, it's very boring. And I want to be able to trade where I'm just super analytical, but it's just not. I mean, the setups will show up in the charts themselves, and that's where it just gets super. Once again, this is just very obvious, right? Liquidity sweep, break of structure, 2022 gap right here. You know what I'm saying? And then if you can just have the patience to wait for them, you will be rewarded very, very heavily. And man, I really do think that's honestly the biggest secret to trading is just letting yourself being bored. And then once again, one more setup over here where we have a accumulation, manipulation, change in state, and I guess 5 minute gap. But yeah, like I was saying, guys, the setups kind of just show up themselves, and honestly, it's kind of like sad because I'm like, oh man, I want to be able to analyze and find where the market's going next, and it's like, unfortunately, the market you just gotta wait. That's just how these markets are, and yeah, it's just it's just the reality of trading. Is it's more of a waiting game than it is an analytical game, and yeah. Anyway, the setups show up themselves. You just kind of have to just wait there. Oh, and then yeah, to show how you take this other one, right? Bang. Stop loss like at the low. And it's like you can see how heavily you are rewarded if you just wait. It's crazy. But yeah. Like, I don't know. I don't really have anything against necessarily trading London, but the issue is I have to have the discipline to not do anything if there's no opportunity. Right? That's where it gets harder. So, and then, but I do think probably the best chance for long term success maybe is just trading New York. I don't know, guys. How do I start trading? Where do I learn from? I would just stick around here and ask me questions. My streams are completely for free. I don't charge anything. I just kind of just sit here, talk to you guys, explain my thought process, and it's completely free. I, I've been studying the markets for 26 months, so I know a lot about these markets, so you can learn a lot, and it's completely free. So, yeah, I definitely just chill here with me and watch my streams. Now, like I was just telling Kirk, my biggest issue right now is the setups for trades just kind of they'll show up themselves. You don't really need to put in any work, and that is the issue for me. Like, because I'm a very analytical person, I want to analyze these charts until they produce the setup, and they just show up, and the setup just shows up because of my analysis. And unfortunately, that's not how these markets move, guys. It's like the they're just gonna the setups are gonna show up themselves, and that's the hard part about trading is you have to just wait. Like right now, we're in a weird spot because we're probably not gonna get a setup for a long time because we haven't even accumulated yet. So there's probably not going to be a setup for a while. And it's like, that's annoying. Okay, I'm going to put this in my notes. Good setups just show up after patience and waiting. No additional analysis needed. You know what I'm saying? They just show up. The good trades, they just show up. This is one where it's like almost you could probably take it like that and you could probably get away with it. But yeah, doesn't it kind of just bug you guys that we put in so much work to be traders or to analyze the chart and guys, at the end of the day, it's just a waiting game. It's literally just like I don't know what's a game where you literally just have to wait, and that's like how you win. That's trading. You literally just wait. I don't know, man. Maybe we should start playing chess on stream or something because we need to distract ourselves. It's like very easy to And now I'm very happy that we're moving back lower. Price action's actually looking kind of clean, so we could end up getting something. It's always possible. Any news today? Oh yeah, let's go ahead and check news. And then also, I need to pull up my accounts. But yeah, guys, news just okay. No news today. Yeah, I'm gonna pull up my accounts. I'm gonna put my phone up in the corner here to execute a trade. Thank you, Kirk. Appreciate it. All right. So I'm gonna get all my different accounts pulled up. Once again, guys, at the end of the day, I just want to see AMD. RTH gap midnight 10 a.m. open. Yeah, I think the main things that I have marked out on the chart at all times is just true opens and AMD and RTH gap. And I think that's like a pretty solid way to just like mindlessly look at the chart. So yeah, we're above midnight. It's nice to have the reference points for premium and discount, and you can see our long occurred below here. Our long for 2022 model formed right below 730. This is what I mean when I say the market the setups just kind of reveal themselves, you know. See how the entry was right below. And then we also might want to pull up true week open as well. And yeah, I guess let's get everything pulled up. It's taking me a while. Yeah, sorry it's taking me a while. But yeah, the setups are gonna come to us, guys. There we go. Yeah, we just gotta wait. Oh my gosh, we just gotta wait. So yeah, I'm just setting everything up, guys. Sorry. But like I said, there's, these setups just kind of reveal themselves. They don't require much. If you see two, it's the Schrodinger's cat. Well, how does the Schrodinger's cat thing go? That's like the perfect analogy for trading. Like, every day you show up to the charts and you don't know if the cat's gonna be there. And it is both there and not, and you just sit there and wait, and then if the cat's there, then you execute. Oh my gosh. Alright, once again, still getting set up. I like having this button and putting my phone up here. It's literally like a control panel on an airplane. I just wait and I click the button. When it's time, you know what I mean? It's that simple. Okay, like I said, still setting everything up. But once again, we're just kind of waiting. The setup's going to show up for itself. And so man, trading's so boring. That's really the reality of it. Alright, I think I got everything set up. But yeah, if I want to be a professional trader, honestly, guys, I think my best chance is just show up to during New York session, execute the same trade across as many different prop firms and accounts as possible. And honestly, I might even want to up the risk on my personal account, and then basically like you take that one trade that's high probability, you execute it across as many accounts as possible, and that's it. That's all you do. I think that's your best chance of success in trading is executing the same trade across as many accounts as possible and just being patient. It's not easy. But yeah, there's not even AMD right now. So nothing right now. I guess I'm still kind of setting things up. And honestly, maybe the best thing to do is actually take when I trade No News Mondays to take the trade on demo. You know, because price action isn't gonna be as good on No News Mondays, and that's just the reality. Okay, I think I got this set up now. All right, so yeah, I'm ready to execute on both Top Step and demo on a No News Mondays. Good point. Yeah. I guess on No News Mondays we'll probably professional demo. Yeah. Um, I think on No News Mondays then what the goal will be is just show up and practice our discipline of not taking a trade because realistically price action will not be as good on No News Mondays and we just have to practice our discipline, you know? It's not easy. I'm not saying it is. It's not. But honestly, I might need to do some meditation or something because um not taking the trades is really where the money's gonna be made, and then just waiting for obvious stuff. Like for instance, like both of these trades today that have already happened have both been so obvious. Both this 5 minute change in state with AMD here. Yeah, I'm considering just not trading Mondays, but you never know. You can't just go into the market just saying I'm not, because there are times where Mondays they'll be an amazing trade. And that's why I think it's important just to show up. You never know. But yeah, this was amazing AMD 5 minute change in state. I already marked this out. You guys already know. And then also this was a 2022 gap below the true open. So just amazing trades this morning. And once again, it all came down to patience and just waiting for them. That's the issue with trading, and that's why it's hard for me to be a trader. Is I'm a very analytical person, and I want to analyze the charts and all this stuff. And at the end of the day, you kind of just have to wait. You have to wait. But this is why I kind of, a little bit, I kind of want to say, I kind of want to allow myself to, oh, I think market just opened. I kind of want to allow myself to be able to take trades outside of New York because this happened at literally 7:30 in the morning, New York time, and it's like, this was an amazing trade. Same with this. This happened at 4:45 in the morning, New York time. Also an amazing trade. So, like, good trades will happen outside of New York. That's why sometimes it's like, I want to take a trade. But yeah, we're just hanging out, just chilling. We should maybe practice tape. Exactly. I think maybe we should practice tape reading more often, right? Tape reading. Because, we gotta. I want to at least be able to read the market. But when I take a real trade, it's going to be. Yeah. The only thing is I don't want to be too scared to take a trade either, is the thing. Like, if there's truly opportunity, I want to be able to take it. So, no first presented for VIGAP yet. RTH? Oh, yeah, let's look. Oh, yeah. It's going to be nice. Yeah, it's hard, man. It's hard doing nothing. Yeah, if we see an opportunity, let's just probably just tape read it unless, So this is likely going to be a 15-second. I don't know, man. This entry happened kind of low. So let's see how this change in state. Because once again, this is A, M, and then maybe fill of the RTH gap, D. I mean, this is kind of nice. This could be nice. Was there SMT at that high? I don't know. Sometimes you see an okay trade and you just don't take it because it's not necessarily the trade you're looking for. Like sometimes you just want to take a 5-minute change in state to the upside, and that's kind of it, right? And maybe just target 1-to-1. Sometimes that's what you want to do. So sometimes you see a trade you could take and you maybe just don't take it because maybe that's not the kind of trade you want to take, right? This actually failed, and I thought this might have been okay, but actually, I think what will probably happen is we'll probably tap OTE of this. And then maybe we'll go lower off of this, right? So yeah, OTE like that. So yeah, I think this will be sniper model down to fill the RTH gap probably. So sniper entry, accumulation, manipulation, sniper model entry, fourth standard deviation. We'll see. Alright. Never mind, I guess. Tape read did not work. That's okay. Market's pretty bullish. Clearly. That's why it's important to look at the higher time frame, you know. But still, RTH gap, we're above the true opens. I feel like the market will want to come fill this. So my eyes on this RTH gap. How does it fail if you are not covering the high with your stop? Yeah, because that's where I chose to put my stop. Sometimes I don't want to put my stop at the high. High time frame is king, exactly. This is nice. Five-minute gap, 30-second change in state. Probably need to make sure we're aligned with the higher time frame though. Market's bullish right now. It's expanding higher. So if anything, 30-second or a 1 minute change of state to the upside might hold because yeah, look at market structure on the 15-minute. It just looks very bullish. Right, this might be nice. One minute change in state to the upside out of this 15-minute gap. I don't want to go against RTH gap, which is my favorite way to do bias. So but the reason this 15-minute gap might hold is because market structure is very bullish here. And London made low of the day. Wait, guys. We need to frame this narrative a little better because London. Okay, wait a second. Let's get rid of this for a second. London. So we had Asia. We had a London SMT with Asia low. So Asia SMT right here. Interesting. So yeah, this looks bullish from a daily profile standpoint. You can see there's the Phoenix model right there. There's the Phoenix model. Liquidity sweep into the rejection block. So accumulation, manipulation, distribution. Obviously this 5-minute change in state is a really good measurement. We hit the fourth standard deviation. I do think New York will continue though, because London made low of the day. Yeah, New York will likely continue, but we might need to come down, get some manipulation first. Once again, we got 730 below. Patience. The best trades, they take themselves. I'm gonna put this in my journal. Sometimes you just gotta watch price. I'm putting this in my journal. Alright, we are starting to accumulate a little bit, which I like to see. Interesting looking rejection block there. We got SMT with that rejection block. So interesting. We might actually use this as Phoenix model. Yeah, because 1 minute rejection block. You see how... Oh man, this is weird. Never mind. I guess I was gonna say there's SMT with it, but I don't think there is. Cause look, I thought this was the same rejection block, but it's a different one. Either way, we didn't end up rejecting this. Yeah, the best trades, they kind of just show up. They kind of just show up. One easy way to do it is just waiting for 10 a.m., you know? We do a 5 minute for ViGap here. I have seen my cat. You haven't, or you have? Because I haven't. I have not seen the cat yet. Yeah, same. Oh. I mean, it's just sending mixed emotions. We got RTH gap below. But we have a London low of the day daily profile. You know what I mean? So it's sending us a whole bunch of different vibes right now. That actually was it's a crazy inducement. Everyone goes long on this 30-second change in state and then induce that high. You got shorts. Nice. Let's go. Yeah, man, it's so much of this is a waiting game, and that's what I'm realizing. And it's just so boring, but it is what it is. Yeah. But yeah, it's like London. It's obviously London low of the day daily profile. You might be wondering, well, why do you say that? Because we got SMT with Asia low into London. We accumulated, manipulated 6-hour SMT with Asia below the true day open. Okay, I know New York's probably going to continue. So honestly, what I'd probably expect at this point is we should probably come down and fill the RTH gap, because that's where the true session open is. And so meaning there probably will be a short here coming up. Does that mean I need to force it? No. Very likely this could be it, right? We have 30-second change of state, but this could be forced. This could be forced 100%. Definitely could be forced. That's why I'm doing nothing. I want to see more confluences. Once again, at the end of the day, you just kind of have to put something you want to take a trade you would be proud of. When you see that trade in your journal, you know, okay, yeah, that's something that aligns with my best trades that I've ever back tested. When you can say that, when you put your trade in your journal and you can say, yeah, this trade aligns with the best trades I've ever back tested, and even if it's a loss or a win, that's when you just kind of sit there and you're just chill and you're happy about it, because you realized you actually did everything you're supposed to do. Right now, we're in an accumulation phase. It's pretty clear. This whole thing is accumulation. We're probably waiting for 10 a.m. Price action was looking better earlier. But yeah, we'll probably need to wait for 10 a.m. We have 5-minute for value gap here. Maybe we need to use the higher one, so 5-minute BPR. We might reclaim this BPR. So we have this rejection block that's pretty nice. This is looking like kind of like a Phoenix model type of rejection block, like in line with my back testing, right? This is looking like Phoenix model right here. This 30-second rejection block, or 1-minute one. Only thing is, I want to see SMT with it. I'm not seeing SMT with it. Yeah, 30-second rejection block looks clean. So maybe I'd look for flow state off of this 30-second rejection block. It's a possibility. Then again, that would be super low time frame, and I'm not a huge fan of forcing. I don't want to force something on the lower time frame. Not 30-second CSD. 30-second rejection block. Right. So it's what I'm saying is it's possible that accumulation, manipulation into this rejection block, distribution down to fill the RTH gap. But there's a couple reasons I don't like it. One, no obvious sweep of liquidity. This, maybe you consider this a liquidity sweep. I don't know. It's not super obvious. The reason I don't like it is there's no clear SMT that I can see. Nah, I could be wrong. Maybe there is. I guess there's SMT with this high. Oh, we should probably, so we have 730 out. We should probably have the 90-minute cycle out. So 922. So this will be above 922, which is above the 90-minute cycle. So we're above midnight, we're above 730, we're above 922, we got the RTH gap below. All of our true opens kind of showing that we need to go lower, even though it's a London reversal, New York continuation day. It's very possible that maybe we need to, this could end up being Dark Phoenix. Right? Where we actually might need to sweep the rejection block on NAS. Yeah, guys, I would probably say let's just take Dark Phoenix if we get it. Because once again, I would probably expect this to be yeah. So this would be SMT with this high and SMT with this high. I'm considering it, right? I'm considering it, but I don't know. I feel like I'm forcing it. I don't want to do it if I'm forcing it, but once again, this could end up being Dark Phoenix. So watch this high. This could be Dark Phoenix right here. Meaning, what does Dark Phoenix mean? Meaning we sweep the rejection block on one asset, on the other asset, we don't sweep the rejection block. So this is a suit, meaning this is the exact high. It's possible. This could be the exact high. But, I don't know. So I'm just going to chill. We could also take a... That's a wait to take a trade off of it. Once again, I don't want to force anything. Yeah, that was nice. But I don't know, man. I don't want to get FOMO. If something feels forced, I don't want to take it, you know? What do you guys think right now? I don't know, man. I feel like I'm forcing it. This is a nice inversion, though. This is a nice inversion. I guess let's take this, right? I don't like that wick on the 1 minute. Let's chill, let's chill, let's chill. Alright, yeah, this isn't obvious enough yet. I'm gonna try and restrain myself. Should have taken it, man. So now this 1 minute inversion is probably this is perfect. There we go. That's clean. That's clean.
Order filled.
Okay, I'm taking this, dude. I'm taking this. Two-minute hasn't inversed yet. Whatever. Not a big deal. Nice, Javier, nice. I'm gonna target the RTH fill. I'm gonna go break even at this low if we hit it. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to be showing my screen. Alright. So if we hit that low, I'm gonna go break even. Or nah, maybe I'll probably just chill out on break even. Now we could probably go break even here. Yeah, let's just go break even. Okay, targeting RTH fill. Where's the RTH fill? 180? 180.5? Nice. Oh, you still can't see my screen. Alright, I'm at break even. Honestly, I could just take profit here, but I have conviction in the RTH gap. So yeah. I should have Dark Phoenix that. Should have Dark Phoenixed it. We knew that was Dark Phoenix, bro. Man, I'm gonna get break even, huh? Yeah.
Order
Dang
filled.
it. Alright, 2 minute walk. Should have Dark Phoenix that. Dang it. Dark Phoenix. That was crazy. That was a crazy call, guys. That was a crazy call. Honestly, I feel like we gotta go back and watch me say that again because that was a crazy call. That was a crazy call. Man. What a crazy call. We gotta rewatch that. 6 watching. Oh, I can't call. I can't rewind it. Or maybe I can. This was a crazy call. We don't sweep the rejection block, so this is a suit, meaning this is the exact high. I can't hear it. It's possible. This could be the exact high. Maybe you guys can hear it and I can't. Dang, bro. That's kind of cool. We called that. Alright. Well, I don't know, guys. Might be just done because at this point we're accumulating. And if we were going to deliver lower, we should have just done it. This is all accumulation. Oh man, that was a nice Dark Phoenix. Dang. But yeah, the trades, the obvious trades, they just show up. They just show up. It's hard. So now we've used this 5-minute BPR once, twice, 3 times. This 30-second change of state actually might deliver us lower. So yeah, it kind of feels like a little inducement above this high. Supercharged BPR, meaning we use it. It's a reclaimed BPR we use twice. Yeah. So look, we use it once, twice. Now we're using it a 3rd time. We come into it, we induce this high. And then we get change in state out of it. So this, you know, like I said, this 30-second change in state could likely deliver us lower. But I don't know. I think I might just be done with break even for the day. Sometimes you just gotta maybe just be content because break even's better, way better than a loss. You know what I mean? I hate losing. Let's go, 1509. Yeah, and at this point we are just kind of chopping around, so once again it's like we very well are not in good conditions. So I don't know, guys. I don't know. But yeah, I'm starting to get I'm starting to get into the hang of how I think I should be trading, which is one trade a day. Let the trade come to me, and yeah, one trade a day, New York session only, copy traded across as many accounts as possible. And I might need to adjust my risk on personal so my stop on personal can be the same as my stop on Top Step and Apex, because big issue is if I take a trade like this, this trade calls for a stop loss of a certain amount, but if I can only risk this much on personal, I can stop that on personal, but not on my other accounts. That's an issue, right? So I gotta figure out. I probably just need to turn up the risk a little bit more on my personal, whatever. So maybe I'll do. Let me think about this. I'm gonna think about it. Alright, I'm gonna be thinking about it while I'm at work today of what's best. But I do think that when I take a trade and I take it on my personal, the stop loss can't be different than the rest of the accounts. That's been what's been going on lately. Is okay, so let's say that the trade's like this. So it's calling for 6. Let's say the trade's like this. So it's calling for 6. It's not quite 1 micro on my personal account and 24 micros on Top Step. So what happens is I get stopped out on personal. So this is where 1 micro gets entered. I get stopped out on personal. Top Step doesn't get stopped out. And so I gotta figure out a solution for this. Dang. Good job, Haney. Or Shaney. Bro. Oh my gosh. That's awesome. So, 1 1 micro personal equals 10 micro standard equals 40 micro. So I need to switch this to be, I don't want to have to switch it. So I want it to be this instead. So that would just basically double the risk, right? Yeah. So this is what I'm going to switch it to. Okay, so anytime it says I'm just trying to figure out a way to do this that makes sense. To me. The key is to me. As long as it makes sense to me, then that's fine. um... Okay, that's what I'm going to take a picture of. So there we go. That's what I'm going to do instead now. So now personal should never have that issue anymore. Oh man, yeah, we're just consolidating now, guys. figured it out. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna figure it out. I figured it out. What I'm gonna do instead, guys, is I am going to switch the long and short tools to say twice as much, and then now what it's gonna do is now 1 micro. So if it says quantity 1, that means 1 micro on my personal. And then I multiply it by 20 to get the top step, and then I multiply it by then I multiply it by 60 to get the apex number. Hi bro, I am new here and hi bro, I am new to here and from India. Nice, bro. Yeah, right now I took a break even trade. Now I'm just chilling out. We're just kind of watching price, and I'm trying to readjust my risk settings because it's a constant learning process. You got to readjust and figure out, okay, what's the best way to convert my risk across the accounts? Okay, what's the best way to do this and that and this? It's a long learning process. But I think I'm starting to get it. And then I'm never going to do more than 1 micro on personal. Probably what I'm going to do. Actually, no. If it just kind of depends on the trade, I guess. Because if the trade calls for 2 micros, then I guess maybe I'll trade 2 micros. I don't know. I'll think about it. I'm going to get rid of that for now then. I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. Day AM's bad price action. Yes, sir, dude. Yes, sir. We're just chopping around. Just chopping around. We had a 5-minute BPR here. Market rejected it. I did call this exact high of the day, though, which is kind of cool. Right? So I did call this soup. But yeah, now hopefully I don't have to deal with the issue of getting stopped out on personal before the rest of my accounts. Cause no, I don't trade like a Moss, really. I kind of do my own thing. Why, did you learn from a Moss? But yeah, I called this soup live. I didn't learn from a Moss. No, I didn't learn from any. I didn't learn from a Moss. One day I had a video where I reviewed one of Moss's trades, but no, I'm just my own trader. Yeah, I think we'll go high. I think we might get like an 11 a.m. reversal, and then because right now obviously we've been accumulating. We might want to just wait on the charts. Maybe we'll get another trade. Because obviously this is a London low of the day. So maybe we'll get a trade once we fill the RTH gap. Who knows? But I'm probably just gonna be done. I probably just want to end the day with break even. I don't know. We'll see, guys. We'll see. Nice. That's great, man. Very cool. Yeah, right now we're just kind of watching price. Once again, sometimes you just watch and wait, you know? Moss's model. He looks for AMD with an order block, so like, we'll have. I mean, this is as far as I understand it. Like, we'll get AM, and then we'll form the order block, and then he targets 1-to-1 off of the order block, like this. So here's the final move up, and he just targets 1-to-1. This is as far as I understand the Moss's model. So like, for instance, here's the OB. What do you call the top wick of a candle? I call it rejection block. So anytime there's a wick, I call it rejection block. So, okay. So yeah, just so you guys are all clear what... I'm pretty sure this is what Moss's model is, right? Basically, we'll accumulate, right? Blah, 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 blah. And then eventually we'll form an order block. And then basically 1-to-1 back into the range. Yeah, this is it. This is it, bro. This is basically all he does. Is he just looks for accumulation, manipulation, order block, 1-to-1. You get the idea. Basically just A, accumulation, manipulation, order block, 1-to-1. Pretty sure. I don't think it's like CRT. Oh, really? No way. What time? I see a rejection block here. Yeah, I guess there was a rejection block here. Yeah, basically, anytime I say rejection block, it's the same as wick. It's the same thing. Yeah, but he also uses order blocks at Moss. I don't think it's like CRT, bro. I think CRT is like completely different than a Moss's model, from what I've seen. I mean, it's AMD. Okay, so we actually maybe will get something, you know? Because this is kind of what I was wanting to see. Right? This RTH gap get filled. Man, could you imagine? Could you imagine we took Dark Phoenix, dude? Oh my gosh. You ever just feel sick to my stomach, dude? We had such a good Dark Phoenix today. Oh my gosh. How many times do I have to mess up before I finally take a good trade? Oh my gosh, dude. CRT and AMD almost they are like the AMD CRT is AMD, but AMD is not CRT. Does that make sense? So like CRTs, you look for one candle, you look for a second candle to manipulate that first candle, and then you trade the third candle. Right? That's CRT. AMD, it might not be a CRT, but CRT is gonna be AMD. And that's the way I see it. But yeah, for as far as I'm concerned, they're the same. They're the same. They're the same. To keep it simple, they are the same. Shady, bro. No method to the madness. Shady's just out here clicking buttons. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be done for the day. I just want to have a break even and be done. But yeah, I called this live, guys. Called this live. It's just a matter of time before I stop messing up. So yeah, my new plan is I'm gonna do this. I'm switching my risk on personal, and I'm just taking only trades in New York session and taking trades across all accounts. And that's my new plan. I'm just going to be taking the same trade across all accounts. The TikTok videos about Dark Phoenix. Dark Phoenix. I'm just saying, that was pretty cool that we called that. Oh my gosh. Yeah, man, it's crazy. It's crazy because we know the draw on liquidity. And then we just, we small things, we mess up small little things here and there, and then it's just a matter of time before we stop messing up. I'm looking for You made 737 videos? That's impressive, bro. Thanks, man. Dark Phoenix. Lol. Alright, guys, I'm just saying, bro. I called this entire move. I called this. I mean, I didn't. I kind of called it, bro. I said we're gonna go for the RTH gap. This is gonna be Dark Phoenix inducement. This is gonna be high. The high. I said it. I said it. Y'all heard me. You go rewind the stream. I said it. I made it very clear. I specifically said, this is going to be the high. I said that in the stream. And I was like, we're going to go fill the RTH gap. How many times do I have to mess up before I stop messing up? That's just the thing. That's the thing. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I think I might be done for the day. I don't want to take any more trades. Unless, I mean, the thing about it is we're obviously going to go back higher once we fill this RTH gap. It's obviously London low of the day type of day. What prop firm are you using and how many accounts? Right now, I'm just using a personal account and one prop account. That's it. Man, it's just a matter of time before I stop messing up. It's just a matter of time. We're gonna fill this RTH gap. You might as well full port everything. Just I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Don't do that. Don't do that. It's not financial advice. I don't know. This isn't. I want to keep this as just a regular inducement. I don't like the look of Dark Phoenix right there. No, Kirk. Don't. Oh my gosh. True. It's possible. The main thing is I think we're going to take, at least one asset needs to take 730. That's the main thing. Alright, this is clean. Full port longs at 169. Oh my. Well, we need to pull up the 30-second actually. So basically, Dark Phoenix, for those who still don't really know what it is, you basically find a rejection block that's normally used for Phoenix, but you're gonna actually sell above the rejection block because there's gonna be an SMT that forms, and that's Dark Phoenix. Oh, wow. We're not going down to fill the RTH gap. That's crazy. We might go down now. Imagine this happened at a 369 time. Yeah. I need a journal today. Guys, don't let me forget to journal. I better. What strategy are you using, bro? And give some outlook. I trade AMD. So basically any entry that aligns with AMD, I take. So accumulation, manipulation, and then anything to get on side with distribution. So that could be a bunch of different things. That could be it could be an inversion for value gap, which go watch my video on that if you don't know what that is. So maybe it could be inversion for value gap. It could just be a 2022 model, meaning we create a fair value gap and break structure with the liquidity sweep, and then we use the fair value gap, and then we continue higher. We could get a change instead of delivery, right? So I don't really limit myself to my options. The main thing I'm looking for is AMD, right? So it could be 2022, it could be change in state, could be change in state, inversion for value gap, 2022 model. Yeah, market maker model, which is basically the same as change in state. But yeah, it's just all just AMD. That's my strategy. There we go. Looking clean. Great work, market. Great work. You filled the objective. Great work, bro. Only took you an hour, but you did it. We're so proud of you. You did so good. You did it. It's like in Dora the Explorer. It's like, I don't know. It's just like, we did it. Yay. Okay. Dark Phoenix finished. Who listened to me in full ported? Just kidding. Where are you from? Idaho. So, yeah, just kidding, guys. Never actually full port, right? We're trying to get better and be like actual traders. Let's go, 1510. Exactly, Kirk, exactly. So, okay, guys. So, while I'm gonna go on a break, and then I'm gonna journal the trade that I took, and then after that, I'm gonna practice calculating my new risk, and while I'm at work today, and then we'll yeah. But I am gonna journal today. Do not let me forget to journal. I'm gonna go on a walk, and then I'll come back, and then I'll journal the trade I took, and then we'll move on. I'm gonna close out of all my accounts because I'm not taking another trade. So, even though I do think we'll go higher now, I do think that it's a London low of the day, New York continuation day. But I think you just gotta learn to control yourself and say, okay, I didn't see anything that I loved. Honestly, maybe didn't even need to take the trade that I took. I think what I should have done today, I should have just taken the Dark Phoenix, dude. I knew that that was going to be good. I knew that Dark Phoenix model was going to be good, and I should have just taken it. Yeah, that's what I should have done. If I could redo today, I just let myself have more conviction in my own observations of the market, right? That's what I would have done. Alright. Nice. Let's go, Javier. Alright, let's go ahead and journal. So, the trade I took, for those wondering, was, first of all, we have SMT with YM. We have the RTH gap below. So, let's go through every little piece of thought process that I had going into this trade. We had RTH gap, something like this. Let's actually look at it and make it crystal clear what we were looking at. Right? We had the RTH gap right here. And then we accumulated. We were above 730. Yeah, there we go. Now the RTH gap's for sure filled. So at 7:30 we had 9:22, which is our 90-minute true open. So we were above all of our true opens. And what happened is we ended up getting this inversion for value gap here. And clearly this would have actually went and brought us all the way down to go fill the RTH gap. But I did not hold it. We manipulated this high with stacked SMTs. And my plan was to target the RTH gap fill. So accumulation, manipulation. It better not pump here. No, dang it. So yeah, then we had stacked SMTs, SMT right here. This was not a 90-minute SMT. This one was a 22-minute SMT. So we had just a regular SMT here without YM. And then we had a 22-minute SMT here. And we had a 1-minute rejection block. We're above every single true open. So, kind of see what was going on here. Accumulation, manipulation. I take the inversion to get on side with distribution. And I go break even. Once again, targeting the RTH gap. So honestly, I could have just targeted the other side of the accumulation range. This is where journaling is going to be important, guys. It's a very important thing here that we're going to journal this trade because it's going to tell us a lot. So I could have just taken off 1.5 at that low. That's probably what I should have done in this specific situation, but instead I went break even and targeted the RTH fill. So yeah, this is where we're gonna learn from it. Yeah, this is going to be a very important trade to journal. So this was actually front running the 2-minute. And I did know that. Let's see, 2-minute closed at 9:58. Or no, I don't think it was. I don't think it was a front run. Um, 9:58. Yeah, I don't think this actually was front run. Wait, maybe it was. Oh my gosh, I can't even tell. So this is the 10:11 candle. So the 10:11 closes at 10:12, right? So this 9:58 candle closes at 9:59. This 9:58 candle closes at 10. Okay, so I did front run it. So it's important to mark that out because I probably shouldn't have front ran it. Actually, I think it was okay, but it's something to learn from. Nice, nice. So, yeah, I did front run it. It's important to mark that out. 9:58, inversion for value gap, 1 minute, front run of the 2-minute. And I did this live. Dang. Holy. That's nuts. Whoa. Whoa. Dodgy sent you $50? That's crazy. Shaney, that's crazy. Nice job. Okay, let's just make sure I finish this up. So, break even. I maybe should have just been more conservative with it because it's just like a mid trade. I don't know. You're rich? That's crazy. So, yeah, this was October 7th, 2025. Oh, shoot. $274. Yeah, no more trade. I'm not trading London anymore, or anything other than New York session. I'm just trying to keep things professional. Yeah, well, maybe. Hopefully. Bro, my Dark Phoenix was the exact high. Oh my gosh. It's insane. That's insane. We just kept going. Ah. What time was this at? 9. 958. Doesn't really matter. I was shooting for 4R. And yeah, post trade approval. All right, let's just take notes of this. Okay, so what did we learn from this trade? My bias was 1,000% correct. I even called the exact high with dark Phoenix model. A couple things I learned from this trade. I should have just trusted my own back testing. I should have trusted dark Phoenix and allowed myself to soup the high. One thing that happened is I front ran the 2-minute inversion close with a 1-minute close. I'm not gonna lie, I think this trade would have been better as a Jan entry, and in my opinion it wasn't good enough for a regular entry, but with a Jan entry I would have liked it better. So if I was to do this trade again, I would do nothing and wait for a Jan entry, and then instead not have targeted so far out. I could just target the accumulation range lows instead of trying to completely target the RTH fill in this specific situation, even though that was the draw on liquidity. Overall, good trade, break even, well managed. Would have preferred Jan entry or as an actual soup of the high via dark Phoenix if I was to take this again. Okay, cool. Let's put this in Reflect IQ, and we'll also post this on Twitter. So, post trade approval, liked. Yeah. Would I take it again? Here's the thing. If it was just targeting the range low, yes. But because it wasn't, then since I wouldn't target that, then no. Hmm. Okay, we should be good now. Should be everything. Every day we just tweak things, get a little better, and learn something. So. Alright, I'm done for the day. Thank you guys for watching. I'll probably do a market recap, not market recap, back testing session tonight. But other than that, I don't know, guys. I might not do the market recaps every day, just because it's kind of exhausting. But I like doing the back testing sessions. So, anyway, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this